So there are small changes which anyone can make at their home, and if you have a relatively clean diet for the rest of your day, they will start showing benefits within a couple of days, within 2 to 3 weeks of you actually practicing it. One that we discuss widely about, and this is something whenever we bump into someone and we ask them, what aspect of the Sattvic lifestyle are you able to live? This is the most common one that we receive, like the most common.
Which is?
And it is the cleansing juice in the morning. It's part of habit 1 that we spoke of earlier. And the one that we suggest most often is the juice of something called ash gourd. So ash gourd is essentially a vegetable belonging to the gourd family. It has a waxy green color from the outside. So you simply have to take the ash gourd, you have to cut it into pieces. You have to put it in a juicer if you have one. If you don't have a juicer, no worries. You can take a blender or a mixie at home. Just put the pieces in that. You have to remove the peel and the skin of the ash gourd so it doesn't taste bitter. You put it in the blender with a little bit of water. You blend, and you have this mixture which you sieve through like a muslin cloth, and then you have the juice of it ready. You consume 1 glass of this juice on an empty stomach, preferably in the morning. In case you can't do it in the morning, you could also do it in the evening.
How will you be empty stomach in the evening? Like
if like 3 hours after lunch or so, you could have it. But the best time, of course, to have it is in the morning, and you have it very slowly. That's one of the most important things. You have to have it very slowly, sip by sip, not gulp it down at once. And what it essentially does, so you may or may not know this, but culturally, in the south of India, often ash gourd is hung outside homes.
Okay, why?
So traditionally, it was known to ward off evil spirits. Traditionally, it was known to be a highly pranic vegetable. It might sound all woo-woo, but it was known to have very high potency as a vegetable. Also, it's one of the most alkaline vegetables, which means it has a lot of water, a lot of alkalinity inside it. In Sanskrit, it's called Kushmand. Kushmand, translated, means a tiny egg of energy. Usually, vegetables don't have such names. But this one was called Kushmand in Sanskrit. So our ancestors, of course, knew something that today we have forgotten. Today we have completely missed and thrown out of the window. And one of those facts was that ash gourd is a very potent vegetable. It's not like any other vegetable. It has a highly, not just alkalinizing effect on our bodies, but a medicinal effect on our bodies.
How? So tell me, if I have this juice, I'm going to have this juice, by the way, for sure. So I'm like your living, talking, like use case, right? Because I'm going to have it for 30 days and text you as to what I see. So what can I expect in 30 days? And I'm relatively healthy, not extremely, relatively.
It does 2 things inside your body. Number 1, when it goes inside your body, it starts attracting a lot of the waste towards it. So it's called a detoxifying juice for this reason. Often people tell us that after having this juice, if they had any sort of constipation earlier, they weren't able to pass stools earlier, they're immediately able to do so after this juice. So it has a sort of a laxative effect, but it is very mild in nature. So it's not invasive for our bodies at all. The second thing it does is it gives us a kick of energy, just like tea or coffee does, but this time it doesn't give us a kick in the way that it crashes us down after some time.
Like the effects of coffee obviously wear out, which is why most people have the second coffee or the third coffee in the day.
Yes. But this one gives you sustained energy through the day.
Okay.
So these are the 2 main things you will start to notice. You will start to feel a little lighter after consistently having it in your diet. Also, one more thing. Ideally, you should not have anything to eat, like your breakfast, at least 1 to 1.5 hours after ash gourd juice. Because it's doing its work inside your body. And you don't want to interrupt it by immediately having something.